Forgiveness is a movement, not a moment. It's a continual thing, not a singular event. And some days are much harder than others. Remember, this is a spiritual practice, not a spiritual do it once and then you're good. And forgiveness is a dedicated practice of repetition, choosing to forgive and surrender our control to God. So, how do we practice forgiveness? What does this practically look like? A great way to go about forgiving people is to include forgiveness in your prayers. And the best part is, God already gives us a template for how to pray about this. Because you've probably heard the Lord's Prayer before. This is something that I personally pray every single night, and I encourage you guys to include it in your prayer life as well. It may seem repetitive, but it really is worth it to include. And when you get to the part that says, forgive your trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us, or your wording may be a little different, I learned it that way. But as you get to this part, I want you to think through who you need to forgive and what offenses you need to release. So you would go, I forgive blank, and then say the name of the person you need to forgive. And it's okay if that person's name comes up more than once for more than a couple weeks. It may take months to forgive someone. So it might be that you say, I forgive Timmy for X, Y, and Z over and over again for a week or more until you find that you no longer need to release forgiveness on a certain person. But as we all know, there's another side to forgiveness, where we need to confess our own faults, failures, and weaknesses. So I'd encourage you guys to also name the ways that you need to be forgiven by others. And this isn't just in prayer. You should also be seeking forgiveness from those you hurt in real time, acknowledging the hurt that you've caused people and asking for forgiveness. Forgiveness is not a spiritual practice that we can opt out of. It's not one that you can say, no thanks, I'm good. It's imperative to our lives as Christians. We need to be stripped of our anger with others and the guilt of what we have done in order to be truly comforted by God. So as we close out our week in studying forgiveness, I would love to lead you in the Lord's Prayer. And I'll give you time to name those that you need to forgive and confess what you need forgiveness for. Although if you need more time, feel free to pause the video so that you can start the practice of forgiveness. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen.